What is up, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Conjured Spirit. We're here on Black Clover Mobile, and today we're actually going to look at Solid in game. Now, I'm pretty excited about this. Solid is an SR unit. If you guys aren't aware, go ahead and look at him right now. He's an SR blue attacker. So this video is definitely going to be geared towards the new players and people that are returning because they missed out on Julius and are thinking about coming back. Because my thoughts is, if you missed out on Julius, you definitely missed out on season 1 Yami. So you're definitely missing out on a blue attacker to help you get through those dungeon clears. And I got a little treat for you guys if you stick around to the end. I do want to show that Solid is strong enough to take out Heath. So without further ado, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you slap that sub button. It helps out the channel a lot, and also it locks you in so you don't miss anything in the future. But other than that, let's get into it. Let's look at Solid. I do plan on transcending some of the gear I have, but I did want to do the showcase first before I did that, just to show you guys that you can use untranscended gear to clear Hall of Illusions floor 70 with an SR unit. So we're going to floor 15. Now I'm doing floor 15 because a lot of people are gonna, this is the main dungeon for farming gear. The other ones, I mean, there's one good set of gear in each of the other two. This one alone, you want the speed set, you want the advanced speed set, you want the advanced defense set, and you want the advanced attack set. Most units are going to be running those 3 sets until you get late game. So we got a mono blue team, and I tried to make it as beginner and free to play friendly as possible. You got Lotus, then you got SR Solid, which again, SR units, I have mine maxed out, max dupe, just because I think it's important. I mean, you want him max dupe because he is an SR unit, and SR units lack stats. But at the same time, it's like, it's super easy to get him to that point because he is an SR unit. And same thing with Charmy and Soul. But to look into this, I did give him, everybody has free to play gear. I didn't want to do anything crazy, so by this point, by the time you get to stage 15 in the gear dungeon, I would hope that you have a couple pieces of LR gear, but just in case, I wanted to do primarily UR gear, and they all have pretty terrible substats. One of them is upgraded. I don't know why I wasted materials on that crit damage. L play. And then we got one upgraded piece of LR gear for everybody. Now, some of the pieces I didn't have UR because I did just disassemble a lot of stuff for the gear shop because it just reset. So I did put some LR pieces just to complete the set, but I didn't want to upgrade them just to show, like, you know, that's pretty close. 1300 compared to 1269, and 1 substat versus 3 substats. And I kind of did that for everybody. So you look at Lotus, gear, thank you. Same thing here, 1 piece of upgraded LR gear, but the LR gear that I had to use to fill in the slots, I didn't want to upgrade just to give a closer representation of what your stats are going to be looking like early game. Same thing with Soul, gave her 1 piece upgraded, and Charmy, and same thing with Charmy. Mainly UR gear because that's what you're going to be looking like, plus you don't need max stats to do this, to be honest. Alright, so let's jump into it. I'm pretty excited about Solid, not gonna lie. I think I've tweaked him to the absolute max. Oh, I forgot to show you some of his stats, and I'll show you the stats after. Oh, we're autoing. Actually, forget it, we can auto. What's the worst that could happen? So just to give you a little pointer on what he's doing. So Solid gets, on skill 1, he gets a chance to, or 80% chance to attack after granting 35% increased crit damage, which is pretty solid, not gonna lie, because his skill 1, I think, base is at 100 magic attack, and you can upgrade it up to 120. And then skill 2 grants increased crit rate. What is it, 26%, which is nice because in his ult he increases. Okay, ooh, we're doing, ooh, okay. My bad, I started locking in wave 2. But his ult gives him increased crit damage level 3, which I'm assuming is 42%, because his skill 1 has a level 2 and it's 35%. And same thing with Sally. Sally doesn't increase level 2 crit damage and it's 35% as well. So I'm assuming it has to be about 35%, somewhere around that ballpark. But on top of that, you get an additional 10% increased crit damage per buff present on him. So that's where I think he's really going to be putting in the work, and how he was able to basically clear, what is it? Hall of Illusions floor 70? No, 80. 80. Is it 80? I think it might be 70. Either way, the Heath Hall of Illusions. And as you can see, this team is easily clearing floor 50, like, and this is on auto. I was gonna manual it just to show you, but I'll just show you my auto presets. It's pretty standard. But on top of the crit rate, and if you have a skill page, which I do have, he gets an additional 15% crit rate when it's maxed out. And then the Grimoire passive on top of that grants him well, that's the 26% increased crit rate on skill 2. So without the Grimoire, you're not getting that, which SR units are, I feel like, are more reliant on their specific Grimoire than SSR units, just because SSR units kits are pretty busted from the jump most of the time compared to the rest of the units in the game, and SR units typically get better when you give them their page, because then they get a boosted stat somewhere, like passive on skill 1, 2, or 3, and then on top of that they get an extra boost to whatever. But yeah, that's a easy clear for stage 15 with solid. Come back, pull him back up one more time. He's a solid dude. Like I said, we got 34.34% crit rate, 76% crit damage, and 22 magic attack. But like I said, he is also getting the 15% increased crit rate from his passive skill, and then what is it? Yeah, 22%, not 26. So 15 plus 22 is 37. 37 plus 34 is what? 71. I mean, 71% crit, more closer to 72. 72% crit rate is pretty good. And we'll go into here. Just want to show you guys a couple different pieces of content that this team can clear. And this is a day one team. Like, you can get this team pretty much off rip. When it comes to the gear, you're probably gonna have to work a little bit, but by the time you start getting LR gear and start disassembling stuff to go get those new gear pieces in the the Golden Dust shop, you'll have a pretty nice size amount of gear. I mean, it is random, but you still get the gear. So I say, I won't say this is a day one team. I mean, you can pull this team day one and just have a little bit diminished stats, but to have them hitting like this, I probably say probably 5 days if you're playing consistently. About 5 days. You could easily get to this point in 5 days where the game is at now, for sure. Free to play included. Like, I barely play on my free to play account and I have this team ready to go. Granted, I did start my other account, I'd say not day one, but like, no, I think I did start at day one. Yeah, because I was re-rolling, and that ended up being the re-roll account that I wanted, and I had so many crystals saved up. And then one of my other accounts, so my bad, story time. So I just realized this account that I'm playing on now, that is my main, was actually fodder. So my free to play account was the account that I was gonna do everything on, because I got my Noel and I was doing my thing and everything like that, and I have my crystals ready to go. Julius comes out and I get the absolute shaft. Do you hear me? The absolute shaft. And meanwhile, on my father account, I had basically max dupe Noel, so I had pretty much no summons whatsoever. I think I had, like, between tickets and crystals, maybe maybe 80 or 100 summons. And I went into the Julius banner on my father account, and I ended up getting him like dupe 2 or something like that with no skill page. And I was devastated. And I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna have a free-to-play account and a spend account, let's do this. And I don't know what made me spend on my father account after I got shafted on my free-to-play account. Like, I think I re-rolled 3 times to get like the perfect, or the account I wanted to. But on the father account, I ended up max duping Julius and his skill page and an additional 200 summons, because I went in and bought the skill pack for the summons and stuff, and it came, I think it's like 200 summons, a little bit less. And then I just grinded up the rest of the stones, or the rest of the tickets for the rest of it, and I ended up max duping Julius. And then that account became a real account. Like, it started becoming serious because it outplayed my better account. Oh, and these are my presets, if anybody was curious, just to get that going. And once we get to the Hall of Illusions part, we are going to switch up the preset for solid just a little bit. It'll help in our benefit. But yeah, these are the presets, and it easy cooks for most stages. Do this. But yeah, after that, I ended up, like I said, so I had Noel maxed out. I had Julius and his skill page maxed out. I was ready to go. Like, I was ready to go. I think the only thing I was missing from that account at that time was Mars and Sally. Yeah, Mars and Sally. So I was running Julius, Noel, Soul, and Charmy, actually, until I got, because I never really got my my summer Charmy built up properly until later after I started getting other units and stuff. But yeah, so that's the story of how this account went from father to main number 1. And ever since then, I even came into the Black Asta summons, like I told y'all, 280 to max dupe him and his skill page. I went 200 on the main banner and got 6 copies of him and 1 of his skill page. And then I went 80 deep into his, or 2 copies of his skill page, and then I went 80 deep into his skill page banner and max duped him in 80 pulls. So this account just became the lucky account, and my free-to-play account, which was originally going to be the main account, got shafted on Julius and Black Asta. And the Noel still isn't even max duped because I kind of got lazy with that account. I know. Spirit, you gotta go. But yeah, that's basically how that happened. This team's not doing too bad over. Okay, Charmy's down. Oh, but we're on stage 2. It's fine. This is GG's. Yeah, this team can cook. I don't know why they don't make more SR units. Like, this is fun. Like, I enjoy using solid. Like, you guys have no idea. It took some work getting to the perfect point where I wanted him, but once I got him, I'm having so much fun. I'm not even gonna lie. And I know everybody's making videos about what's coming up next and stuff like that, but I just wanted to do something a wee bit different. I got a wee bit of different chips over at this party. Okay, so I've showed you a couple different events that he can cook in. Now it's time for the main dish. Guys, once again, if you made it this far, please smack the sub button, like the video, comment down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And now we're going to show solid cooking in... Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Solid cooking in Hall of Illusions. So this is the team that I believe cooks. Like, this team handles business. My man is about to dunk disrespectfully on... Alright, we are back. Game just crashed for some reason, but it's fine. We're fine. It just couldn't handle the heat that we're about to cook with, and it couldn't handle the pressure. A landmine can handle more pressure than the game can handle when it realized Solid can cook up this stage. Do you feel me? Now, full disclaimer, I do have to give him my Julius gear. Other than that, he's not going to make it. Other full disclaimer, Julius gear is not Transcendent whatsoever. So these are the stats we're working with. 42k or 42k magic attack. Got 4, or defense doesn't really matter. 105 crit rate, 103 crit damage, and crit resist 44. Non-transcendent gear, 63.5 cc. Now I'm gonna turn that off. I'd like to show you guys how to auto this and how to manual this, because it's a little bit of RNG. So I think for the first wave we're gonna auto it. No, we're gonna regular it. But yeah, guys, if you drop a like for this, because this took a lot, I'm not gonna lie. The extra magic attack is there because he is an SR unit and it is necessary. Guys, this is the part of the video you've been waiting for. If you think that Solid can do it, go ahead and slap the like button right now. If you're still on the fence, it's cool. Relax. Grab you a snack. Get a drink, because I'm about to blow your mind. Because Solid is going to clear this. I'm about to show you how. Let's do this. So the game plan for this is we're gonna ult skill 2. Ult skill 2 ult. Watch, ult. We'll go ult again. Skill 2. And then we ult. I know you guys thought that was going to be GG's, but this is not that easy. I promise you, it's not that easy. Trust the process. Let them cook up. Watch what we're doing here. So Charlotte is literally here for Solid. Honestly, everybody's here for Solid, if we're being completely honest. We're going to smack him with some sun. Ooh, love the double sunlight. Love the double sunlight. That is beautiful. And why we do it in this order is because Solid runs off of, like I said, he runs off of how many buffs he has. Gives him more crit damage. So, okay, cool. I wish we would have got some more sunlight, but it's fine because we get this. We're going to hit him with that, so we could extend as many of these, and all we're really doing is trying to extend and get as many buffs on him as possible. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Money buffs as him as possible, and we're not using his skill 2 because with his skill page, skill 2 grants you, like we showed, 22% crit rate increase, but we have 105 crit rate. I'm pretty sure 105, 107, something like that. But right here, we're gonna do this because he's gonna get his ult regardless, and he has 2 stacks of sunlight. 2 stacks of sunlight. Where's the increase? Weapon damage is still on level 2, so yeah, we'll do that. Give him the last stack of sunlight. We don't care who it goes on. No, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. The double up right here would have been beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and smack him. 309, almost 400k, and now we give him this, so we can get to that ult faster. Increase damage, and then we double him up right here. Boom. Yes, sir. Everybody's gone. That's fine. We aren't mad about that, and we just start working them. We're on a race against the clock now, because eventually you're going to start losing your buffs. And once you start losing your buffs, it's GG's. But this is GG's. Goodbye, Heath. And that is how you clear Heath Hall of Illusion with Solid. Thank you. Done deal. Goodbye. You're done. Get him out of here. You gotta go. But yeah, guys, that's how it's done with Solid. That is how you clear it with Solid. Now, is there some RNG that goes into it? Kinda, but you could consistently do that if you run it manually. If you're going to run it on auto, and I'll probably clip this and put it in the easy autos if it easily autos. Let's see. We did need a double up, but I think we would have got that double up. Well, no, we didn't technically need the double. We got the double up from the wrong person, because you will most likely get all 3 of your stacks on solid before Heath attacks, especially if they're all running speed gear. And as you've seen, you really just need a 4-piece speed. It doesn't even matter. The stats don't matter because everybody else is going to die. Charlotte is going to prevent our main guy from dying solid, because the barriers that accumulate is enough to prevent, because he has no defense. It's a full attack gear set. Like, I put 0 defense on it. Intense sunlight him. Now this is the only problem, because she used skill 2 on him where I used a skill 1, and I know you didn't. Something's off. Okay, there he goes. Yeah, so you're gonna get the 3-piece sun. I didn't even check to see if he was ooh, okay, crit damage kicked in. Some more. Come on, baby. Yes sir, you can. You can, and he autos it. Easy autos. Yes sir. Yes sir. But guys, I think that's gonna do it. I think I've showed you pretty much everything you need to see. Solid is him. Solid can do it. He can do it. If you're new to the game or coming back, or honestly salty because you got shafted on the Julius, and I would be too. Look, Solid is basically the beta version of Raya for blue DPS. And if you don't have Yami or Julius, he is the premier blue DPS right now, besides Kyoto. Goshen Luck, they're also pretty solid choices. It's just theirs works a little bit different. Upon landing a crit, he does an extra 90% magic attack damage, and then they also run off performing extra attacks, which their extra attacks just aren't that strong. Like 30% extra magic attack, and then 50% extra magic attack. He does get the crit rate boost with his skill page. Keep that in mind. It's with his skill page. And then 90% increase attack, which I mean is nice, but that crit damage, because crit damage applies to everything. Like, so crits bypass attribute checks, right? So you can, if you're hitting for a crit, it's going to be pure damage. It's not going to be type resisted, none of that. And Luck's ultimate is actually pretty nice, attacking after granting an increased defense pin, but it doesn't work for the team because Charlotte is already giving that defense pin, and they do not stack, unfortunately. But other than that, it's just electrocute. I'm pretty sure with his skill page he might, I think with his skill page he gets mobility. Yeah, mobility on skill 2, 80% chance. And then the skill 1, I mean, 45% chance to deal extra damage at 35% magic attack. Performs an extra attack dealing damage equal to 35% on an enemy who is taking continuous damage. He just has too many conditions compared to our boy Solid here, who is just like 80% to increase crit damage. Attacks after increasing crit damage level 3. For each active buff, increase crit damage by 10%. Like, bro, you literally just got to put crit on him. Crit and attack. Crit and magic attack. That's literally all you need. That's literally all you need. Crit rate, crit damage, magic attack. Done. GG's. He's hitting, as you saw. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please slap the like button. Leave a comment down below how you think Solid is. Did he cook? Did he blow your mind? Because he kind of blew my mind, not gonna lie. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the sub button so you don't miss any more of these mind-blowing events going on in Black Clover Mobile, because your boy isn't done. I think I got an R unit that might be able to do the same thing. But guys, I appreciate you tuning in once again. I'll catch you next time. Peace.